What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and we just got some exciting new information for Overwatch 2 Season 3, including new details on upcoming Ramattra changes, new ways to unlock skins and other cosmetic items via events and limited time game modes, and perhaps most exciting of all, major changes to the Overwatch 2 monetization model, which will not only make it easier to obtain the skins you want, but also a heck of a lot cheaper. So let's jump right on in, starting off with some new details regarding Ramattra. In today's Overwatch 2 blog post, there was pretty extensive talk about Ramattra and how he fared during Season 2, but the part which I'd like to focus in on specifically addresses upcoming changes for him in Season 3. As we wrap Season 2, Ramattra remains a strong tank choice, and the previous changes helped achieve some of Ramatra's overall design goals. Going into his release though, there was one ability we knew would be a risk: his ultimate ability, Annihilation. While an ultimate lasting as long as enemies are in it is very exciting, it can lead to some unhealthy gameplay scenarios. We want Ramattra to feel imposing and intimidating, but not feel hopeless to fight against. In Season 3, we'll be changing the timer on Annihilation so that it'll tick down slower if enemies are in it. Previously, it paused the timer entirely, and adding a cap of 20 seconds. That should eliminate many of the extreme uses and enable more counterplay, while keeping Annihilation a strong and impactful ability. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm a bit mixed on this. For one thing, I liked the fact that Annihilation had a potentially infinite duration, because that just conceptually is a fun idea. So I'm a little sad to see that go away, but it's probably for the best. It got pretty ridiculous sometimes with just how long the ability could stay active, sometimes even spanning across multiple team fights. So yeah, it's probably for the best that they're changing it. I will note that 20 seconds being the new cap for it is still pretty long, all things considered. 20 seconds is actually quite a long time when it comes to in-match timing. And even in Season 2, I'm willing to bet the vast majority of instances of using Annihilation didn't end up lasting 20 seconds. So for the most part, it won't feel any different to have his ultimate capped at 20 seconds tops, but it'll just sort of smooth out those edge cases which got kind of ridiculous. So overall, kind of a sad change, but one which I think was probably necessary. Moving on though, next up we have new info on upcoming limited time game modes and events, and how we can get new cosmetics via those. We set a goal in Overwatch 2 of having more frequent in-game events and unique limited time game modes. As we gather your feedback and look at whether you enjoyed different events, we expect to improve and bring many of them back in the future. Generally, we want to craft different ways to play the game and give you fun new modes and events to experience, and we want to be more willing to take creative risks for these limited time game modes. We debuted the Battle for Olympus during Season 2. We're happy about this mode and player feedback around it, but we do think there's room for improvement. Specifically, we did not expect that players would pursue all hero titles during the event. We think that some challenges were too difficult to complete in aggregate. Based on your feedback, we also plan to make a team deathmatch version and enable the mode in custom games the next time it runs. Alright, so just stopping for a moment here, this is awesome. If you're like me and quite enjoyed Battle for Olympus, first and foremost, I'm glad that they're outright stating that it will be coming back at some point in the future. That is awesome. But also, they're going to be making a team deathmatch version and custom games version of it, which is great because it lets you have more ways to play it with your friends specifically, and then even just jump into a custom game and maybe play around with the abilities just for the heck of it. So that is great right there, and yeah, I'm surprised they didn't think people would attempt to go for all the titles. This is Overwatch. It's kind of a given that people are going to try to get everything they can unlock. But nonetheless, I think these sound like great changes for Battle of Olympus specifically. But moving on, we also brought back the Winter Wonderland and Lunar New Year events. Millions of new players have come in to play Overwatch 2 and been able to experience these events for the first time. However, we've heard and understand the feedback from Overwatch veterans that these events don't feel as exciting when they come back around, particularly if you already own the event reward, as was the case for some players in the Lunar New Year event. We are working to offer rewards that are new for all players more consistently. In Season 3, one of our new events will offer players an all-new legendary skin, and starting in Season 4, our goal is to offer new items as rewards for most of our big events. Once again, this is great. They seem to be listening to our feedback. They're taking into account that veteran players don't have much to work towards during these limited time events with the challenges they're offering, and so going forward, we're going to start seeing brand new skins become available to earn through these event challenges. That is awesome. Definitely looking forward to seeing what those new skins end up being. But speaking of skins, now we get on to what I think is the most exciting new reveal in this blog post regarding Overwatch credits and easier access to unlocking skins. In Season 3, we're bringing back Overwatch credits, which had been previously shown as the legacy credits and been unearnable in Overwatch 2. Now, all players can earn up to 1,500 credits as free rewards and another 500 credits as premium rewards spread throughout Season 3's Battle Pass. We are also adding more uses for your credits so you can choose from many potential rewards. Specifically, we are making 2 related updates to our hero gallery. First, nearly all the epic and legendary tier skins prior to Overwatch 2's launch will always be available in the hero gallery for purchase with either Overwatch coins or credits. This includes skins from the seasonal event modes, so now you can finally pick up Witch Mercy, Surf and Splash Torbjorn, or Snowman Wrecking Ball any time of the year without having to wait for the event to roll around. Second, we're lowering the standard price of these legendary skins to 1,500 coins or credits. Taken together, these changes mean all players can earn a legendary skin of their choice each season from the hero gallery skins just by playing normally and without needing to make any purchases. We understand that some players already have very large balances of credits. To ensure that all players feel rewarded for the time they spend playing, we'll also be rotating a selection of Overwatch 2 skins into the hero gallery for purchase with credits in the future. These changes aren't the end of our journey to make Overwatch 2 a more rewarding game to play, they're just the beginning. We have more updates coming in future seasons, and we'll be reading your feedback to understand what's working and what isn't for all of you. Yes, 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 this is exactly the direction we've been wanting Blizzard to go. Not only are they making it so you can actually unlock the old skins effectively with Overwatch credits, but also they're making credits now earnable via the Battle Pass, and they're even going to be periodically making new Overwatch 2 skins available to purchase with those credits. This is a great change, and thank you, Blizzard, for finally realizing what people are wanting from the cosmetic side of this. Now, I will note, there are some caveats to this. It's not perfect. I think it would be ideal if we got Overwatch coins in the Battle Pass instead of Overwatch credits, since that way you could use those coins to then purchase the next season's Battle Pass, if that's what you wanted to do. So, them being credits instead of coins in the Battle Pass is still good, but could maybe be a bit better. But nonetheless, definitely a step in the right direction with what they've announced here. And also the mention of new Overwatch 2 skins periodically entering the hero gallery to be purchasable with credits. I'm a bit skeptical of how that's going to end up playing out. For example, let's take the recent Crustacean Wrecking Ball skin that was recently in the Overwatch 2 shop. When might we end up seeing that be purchasable with credits? Will it be a month from now? Will it be 2 years from now? We don't know. Definitely they're going to still hinge on the idea of wanting to get players to spend real money on Overwatch coins to get these new skins as soon as they become available the first time. So if I had to hazard a guess here, it's probably going to be a pretty long delay between when a skin is first purchasable with coins and when you can get it with credits later on, but it's something we'll just have to wait and see how they end up playing it out. Considering how generous the other aspects of this announcement are regarding earning credits and being able to buy whatever skin you want from the old catalog of Overwatch 1 skins, I'm willing to bet there's going to be a pretty big delay between new skins being released and being purchasable with credits, but we'll have to wait and see. Overall, though, I am very satisfied to hear this announcement from Blizzard. This is absolutely the right direction they should be taking, and while there is still potentially more they could improve, I am super excited to see them moving in this direction. But before I wrap up this video, there was one final thing I wanted to touch on regarding some other there new systems coming to Overwatch 2? Generally, we want to add or improve systems that better celebrate players match to match as well as across seasons. One angle we've been exploring is revamping our On Fire system to highlight when you're having a particularly impressive performance within a match. And while still in the early stages, we have begun design on a hero-based progression system that would showcase the energy players put into playing each hero and mastering their different capabilities. Now, they don't go into any more detail as for what exactly that means, but again, I'm glad to hear that they're at least looking at things like the On Fire system and some sort of hero-based progression system, because those are nice things to have in the game. It was really disappointing when they just sort of stripped out the On Fire system with the launch of Overwatch 2, and while I question whether they really need to do anything more than just add back in what it was in Overwatch 1, I'm willing to wait and see what they end up doing with these new reworked systems and versions of those. And while I'll remain skeptical until we get any more concrete information on what these actually end up being, it is still a nice thing to hear that they at least have it in mind as something to aim towards. And on that note, that does it for this Overwatch 2 news video. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments down below. Are you excited to be able to more easily earn new skins in Overwatch 2? Or maybe you're interested in seeing what these new systems end up being that they're talking about adding. But either way, be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, hit up that bell icon, and come join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible. And if you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.